Let's make history. This day in history, 1 October 2024. Dockworkers, also known as longshoremen, had a months-long negotiation with the port operators all the way from the New England area, all the way down to the Gulf states, down towards Texas in the South. Thousands upon thousands of dock workers are now walking off the job. They're asking for something like a 70-something% increase. That's insane. And I think it's interesting, but not surprising, that they waited till the fourth quarter, the most busiest time of year, comes in, as well as the election. And so this is going to affect us greatly, depending on how it plays out. Prices will rise, supply chains will freeze up again. We remember that, what a disaster that was from a couple years ago. I think we're still suffering now somewhat from that, the remnants of that. But they're also, another thing they're asking for in their demands is they want companies to completely stop using automated equipment. They want them to ban automated cranes and doors and gates, and some of these, my heart goes out to them. It's a good cause, but some of these demands are unrealistic, because it's like sometimes the workers, they just think about themselves. You can't blame them, but what they don't realize, or maybe they do realize, well, obviously they realize, that's why they did the strike in the first place, is that this affects all of us. So it's something to look out for.
What does that mean? It means goods stop coming and going from the East Coast. Anything that wasn't unloaded, all of those containers back there that have anything in them, are going to be sitting there until this strike is over.
So for some people, I think it might have been a bit of a surprise. However, this has been in the news that it could be happening for a few weeks now. So you can see the picket lines behind me here. And this is the main entrance to the Port of Baltimore, the Dundalk Terminal. And you'll see they're walking around the picket lines in circles. Now, Baltimore police were here earlier reminding the picketers that they cannot block the entrance to the port. The longshoremen walked off the job at 12:01 a.m. There was confusion and anger as picketers initially tried to stop trucks from entering, and it did turn violent.
I come here for 7 years. I pull the trash and the debris out of here for the Port of Baltimore, and the officer told me to come back and go in there to get out of my way, and they attacked me and broke the windshield and lacerated my face. Look at it.
Now, we don't know exactly what happened. The union members said the truck hit one of the picketers as they swarmed around it. We did see an ambulance come to assist, and we know that that gentleman did speak with police officers. Again, we'll let the authorities sort out exactly what happened there. Now, 45 members of the International Longshoremen's Association, 45,000 members. That's a big difference in a number, isn't it? They have all been asking for a 77% pay increase over 6 years and a ban on automation at their ports, a threat to their jobs, they say. Now, most retailers stocked up on goods prior to the strike, but if it lasts more than a few weeks, supply chain experts say it's consumers who are going to feel the direct impact of higher prices and product shortages, especially for things like fresh fruit, coffee, and cars. The U.S. Marine Alliance, which represents the ports, said it offered 50% pay increases and an agreement to keep current limits on automation, in addition to increased contributions to the retirement plans. But apparently that was not acceptable to the union members. We don't know what the next steps are in terms of the negotiations. Now, we do want to let you know that West Coast ports do remain open. They are a different union and working under a different contract, and many supply chain leaders have rerouted some of their goods and supplies. But on the East Coast, it's going to have to be a wait-and-see situation.
Biden and Harris are scrambling now because they're trying to paint the picture of a good economy, which we all know they did not give us. And they're trying to make it look good for the election. It's in about a month, a little over a month. It seems like the dock workers have them by the balls. Pardon my language. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Will Flores TV on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and X.